Hi, Mars and Virgo. So what I channeled for y'all was 877-393-4448. So I don't know if you're giving somebody the wrong number or you're drunk and you're singing your number. I don't know what this is. So let's see. Mars and Virgo, what your next action should be. Let's see. What's your Mars and Virgo's next action be? Mars and Virgo, what should their next actions be? We have the moonlight, okay? So I feel like you about to be a thief in the night, Mars and Virgo. Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords, and then we have the Devil. I feel like you about to get the fuck up out of somewhere. Give me more for Mars and Virgo. Mars and Virgo, what should their next actions be? We have the Two of Wands. Mars and Virgo's next actions. We have Play Day in reverse on top, the Queen of Swords. Mars and Virgo, I feel like you're a Aquarius, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, something like that. I feel like you're not playing with somebody. I feel like you secretly, you know a secret or some shit like that. You're about to reveal it. You're not playing with somebody. Somebody's about to get cursed out. So I don't know if you memorized the other girl's number or some shit like that. You're about to expose it all. Give me more for Mars and Virgo. Give me more from Mars and Virgo. Yeah, we have the Nine of Cups. That's you, Virgo. You're not playing with somebody. Yeah, we have the Temperance and the Star showing itself. I don't know. You got Sagittarius and Aquarius in your chart. Strong Aquarius here. Give me more for Mars and Virgo. Yeah, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So Mars and Virgo, you're secretly coming into some money because you're not playing no more. Give me more for Mars. Yeah, we have the Five of Cups. So, but it came out sideways. I feel like you were in lack with something, but you're not about to be in lack anymore. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. You're not playing around with whatever the fuck this is. With the Wheel of Fortune on top of the Devil. People might say it's toxic what you're saying, what you're speaking of. You don't care. You're going to run on this train. Yeah, we have the King of Cups. You're not fucking around with this King of Cups anymore. Give me more for Mars and Virgo. Yeah, we have the Sun. You about to be happy, Mars and Virgo. Somebody trying to play with you, Mars and Virgo, and you just like, you're not having it anymore. You're speaking your mind and you're moving forward. Yeah, we have the Hierophant. You could be a Taurus Sun. You could be a Capricorn Sun, a Leo Sun, also an Aries, okay, so Aries Sun, but also Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We have the Seven of Cups. So too, Mars and Virgo, you're wearing out your options as well after you curse this person out. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. You're weighing out your options after you found something out. You found pivotal information, Virgo. You got this, you got the information, you got the girl number, you got the money that they sent, you got something, Mars and Virgo. You know a cycle is toxic. You know, Virgo. You fucking know. You know somebody's pretending to be single. I don't know. But whatever you know, Virgo, you're exposing it and you're about to get the fuck on. We have the Hierophant here. You fucking know. I don't know how you found out with the Devil card. You found out in a toxic way, but you know. We got the Hermit here. Yeah, we have the Two of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles and then the Three of Swords. So, Virgo, the person that you were in a relationship, they were a liar. They could have had a secret family, or Virgo, somebody hid money from you. You hate that. Somebody hid something from you that's valuable. So, what should Virgo's next actions be? We have the Hangman. You at first, Virgo, you weren't sure about this information, but I feel like the source that gave it to you, even the source that gave it to you is a little bit toxic, but you did some further digging, and that's the truth. So what should Virgo do next? What's your Mars in Virgo? What's their next action should be? Yeah, we have the Ace of Swords. Whatever source you got it from, Virgo, that's the truth. You figured out that's the truth. And whoever, Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands, Page of Wands. Oh, Mars and Virgo. They were cheating with a Queen of Wands. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, they were investing. Yeah, High Priestess. They were investing over there. The Star and the Temperance. Give me more for Mars and Virgo. What should their next actions be? Yeah, we got the Three of Cups. They was cheating, Virgo. They was cheating. They was lying. What's your Virgo's next actions be? What's your Mars and Virgo's next actions be? I feel like Mars and Virgo, you about to expose it all. You got the Eight of Wands, Ace of Swords. You about to expose that shit. Yeah, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Because I feel like Mars and Virgos, you about to expose that shit because you're not going to be burdened by this shit. The fuck? You're not going to tell me what the fuck I know and what the fuck I don't know. I know what the fuck I know, bitch. The fuck? I synced the number. That's what I channel for you, Mars and Virgo. 877-393-4448. Somebody knows somebody number. By heart? Okay, now they telling me Instagram. What about Instagram? What about Instagram? I saw 4 wands. You're in a relationship with that bitch. What the fuck, Virgo? What are you going through right now? So Virgo, they have another relationship. You found out about it. They tried to keep a secret. We have the Hierophant, the Hermit, and the 4 wands. They tried to keep a secret. They tried to keep their marriage to somebody. They tried to keep it a secret. You know, Virgo. You know they married to somebody. They married to the game. They married to some shit. So I feel like your next actions, Virgo, is to walk away and be happy. Yeah, and heal. That's your next actions, Virgo. After somebody tried to play with you. I already caught them cargo here. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Yeah, we have the Ace of Cups. They swore up and down. There you go, Virgo. They swore up and down what you know is not what you know. But you know the Strength card with the High Priestess. You know what the fuck you know. You know they were investing in somebody else. Virgo already doing that. Yeah. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. You already made up your mind. What should Virgo's next actions be? Yeah, I feel like with the Page of Wands here, you're going to start over fresh. Give me more for Mars and Virgo. We got the Star in reverse. Virgo, you feel like somebody else needs to heal and you're about to tell them that too. You're like, bitch, you need to fucking heal. That's why you were cheating ass bitch. Like, Virgo, you're cursing somebody out and somebody swears that you don't know what the fuck you know. So you're going to tell them the number or some shit like that. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Give me one more card for Virgo. Yeah, we have the Eight of Cups. Why is the Eight of Cups in reverse though? Because you feel like they're running away from healing because they're with the Magician and the Lovers. They're under a love spell. What's the Magician and the Lovers for Mars and Virgo? Yeah, we have Adobo in reverse. Somebody swear they're not under a love spell though, Mars and Virgo. What's the Magician with the Lovers? Yeah, we got the Justice. So the Justice is... What's the Justice? The Temperance. Mars and Virgo, you feel like somebody wants to be under this love spell though. We have Libra, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Gemini here. I already told her that. She slammed the door in my face. I told her what will happen. I'm happy alone. You are so good. I'm literally in shock. Really? Oh. Thank you guys. I just pick up on the energy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't be some of these storylines that I pick up on, I don't be thinking that they're true, but I guess they resonate with you guys, so I'm tapped in. But yes, Mars and Virgo, you feel like somebody's under a love spell and they don't want to get away from that. But they didn't but this is what's pissing you off. They didn't want to let go of you. That's why. They didn't want to let go of the relationship with you. So maybe they were in a relationship with you in public and they're in a relationship with somebody else in private. You're like, why did you put me in this mess? So ultimately, you're walking away from somebody, but the person that this other person have, they're not going to walk away from them, because you are right, Virgo. They are under a love spell, but they want to be there though. Give me one more with the Temperance, the Justice, the Magician, and the Love. Yeah, we have the Judgment. So Mars and Virgo, you're calling judgment on this situation. The tower is gonna fall for this third party situation. Could be this could be with the Emperor person, somebody that has a lot of authority, or somebody that feels like they're a boss. They don't necessarily have to be one. So you're not about to play with this person, Mars and Virgo. They thought they could play with you, but you're not. I am no one's third party, period. People like treat others wrong. Yeah, that is true. They definitely like to treat other people like shit, and they're not about to treat you like shit, Mars and Virgo. There you go, because you're the Queen of fucking Pentacles, expeditiously every day of the week, never, and twice on a fucking Sunday. So nobody's gonna be making you second best just to go sleep with this other person. We have the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Mars and Virgo, they like fucking that other person. They love fucking that other person. They find that person sexy as fuck. I'm sorry. They can't. Yeah, we have the Three of Pentacles. Once that person texts them, Knight of Swords, they running. Derek Jeter. I don't know what to say. And people like to control. Yeah, they do like to control, and their way of controlling is lying. So you could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You're not dealing with this anymore. People like to control the narrative because they don't want to be seen as something that they're not. But I feel like, Virgo, you would have accepted this person if they just told you that they was a hoe. But privileged lady, you will receive nothing from me. Facts. Yes, indeed. You would have accepted this person if this person was like, yeah, I got bitches, or yeah, I got niggas. We fucking. You want to, like, Virgo, you like to be a part of a program. Virgos are very, very strict. You like to be a part of a program. You like to have something that is a routine, especially for the Mars and Virgo. And this person keeps throwing you off. They could be throwing your pH balance off. They could be throwing off your routine, and you hate this. And you're realizing that it's this person. With the devil here, they're toxic as fuck. And they want to be there, though, because it's the devil and the Wheel of Fortune. They want to be on that toxic wheel, talking about the same shit every day, the same homies that's locked up. You tired of that shit, Mars and Virgo. Yeah, we have the devil and the Wheel of Fortune. They wanna be on that toxic shit every fucking day. You're not dealing with that, Mars and Virgo. So that's all I have for you, Mars and Virgo. I'm gonna move on into what should I do? Should I do Mars in Sagittarius, Mars in Aquarius? What Mars sign should I do next? I've already done Scorpio, Cancer, and now I'm doing Mars in Virgo. What Mars sign should I do next, guys? Yeah, for sure. You definitely got to have balance. Aries. Okay, I'll do Mars and Aries. That sounds fun. All right, guys. So I'll see you at Mars and Aries reading. Bye.